Hey, yeah, that's Catfish Collins, man. That dude's one of the architects of funk as we know it.
Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year to you, bro. What you plan on doing?
Well, since you brought up Catfish, I think I might spend the day on a boat.
On a boat? Doing what?
My taxes.
Your taxes? Don't you think that sounds like a silly way to spend New Year's Eve?
Yeah, it does.
Then why'd you say it?
I don't really know.
And you gotta make it. Hey, have you ever talked to your mom? You call your mom with this type of stuff? What'd she say?
She just hangs up and blocks me for a couple of weeks.
Oh. Blocks you for a couple of weeks. Block on. I can.
Happy New Year! Oh, baby!
We're talking about Catfish Collins tonight, man. That guy has an incredible story. Some of the funk bands that came along, they were listening for these funk rhythms and these funk licks, and they got them from what Catfish did when he played with Parliament-Funkadelic and when he was playing with James Brown. But most people don't really know the story about who he is, and that's what we're going to get into tonight. So hang around to the end. Let's learn a little bit more and pay some homage to Catfish Collins, the late Catfish Collins.
I'm gonna let my brother come all over your afro. Come on, Cat.
When you talk about the unsung heroes of funk, Phelps Catfish Collins is one of the first that comes to mind. He wasn't the flashy star in front of the spotlight. He was the pulse, the heartbeat, the glue that made the music move. Born October 17th in 1943 and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, Catfish grew up in a musical household that shaped not just him, but his younger brother Bootsy, who would become one of the most recognizable funk bass players in the business. Catfish picked up the guitar first, encouraged Bootsy to play bass, and guided him through the fundamentals. That early mentorship wasn't just about notes, it was about timing, discipline, and understanding how to serve the groove. And the nickname? Well, that came from Bootsy, who thought Phelps resembled a catfish, and the nickname stuck because of his broad smile and happy-go-lucky personality. From the beginning, Catfish had a quiet confidence and professionalism that made him stand out. Musicians immediately recognized that he could make a rhythm feel alive, whether in a practice room, a small club, or on stage with one of the biggest names in music. His first big break came when he and Bootsy, along with drummer Cash Waddy and singer Philippe Wynne, formed the Pacemakers. And then came '71, when James Brown needed a band to step in after a famous dispute made his JB's backing band walk out on him just before a show. James looked to the Pacemakers because he was already aware they had the timing, energy, and discipline he needed to get through. From that point, Catfish's time with James Brown was very impactful, taking James's sound to a new level. He brought a new approach to rhythm guitar in the JBs, adding a percussive, syncopated style that made the songs feel even more alive. Cat didn't chase the spotlight, he just locked in with the bass and drums, giving every track its foundation. But he, his brother, and the others would only stay for a short time, because after less than a year, James had quickly grown tired of the immature behaviors of the crew. Let's just say, boys will be boys. The drugs, the attitudes, and asking for more money like the prior band, James had enough, and had his bodyguard escort all of them off the property. Catfish and Bootsy had to pack it up, jump on a Trailways bus, and head back to Ohio. They then formed a short-lived band called the House Guests, and also the Complete Strangers. During those times, they cut a few singles, but soon after, by '72, they were asked to join George Clinton's Parliament-Funkadelic collective in Detroit. Here, everybody was comfortable, because George ran things a lot more open. Catfish was fully integrated, bridging James Brown's disciplined funk with Clinton's experimental psychedelic sound. His playing helped turn the rhythm section into something more than just background. It became a driving, living part of the sound. Catfish was also a teacher and mentor to the others. Precise but flexible, listening and giving the groove its full space. He still didn't seek the spotlight, but everyone who played with him noticed how much better the music felt with Catfish in the pocket. He kept things tight, balanced, and full of life. Now, let's get into the guitar sound that Catfish was bringing to the music that made him a funk pioneer back in the day, starting with when he was with James Brown playing on Talkin' Loud and Sayin.
Just talking loud and saying nothing.
In 1970, Catfish's rhythm guitar locks in with the drums and bass. That part he played was punchy and syncopated perfectly in the pocket. It's the foundation that makes the track groove so hard and keeps the energy moving. Next up is Parliament's Flashlight. Here, his rhythm guitar is subtle but essential, keeping the pole steady with that funky bass while the synth and vocals float on top. It's precise, percussive, and gives the song its unique bounce. Then we move to Bootsy's rubber bands, Bootzilla. From Bootsy, Player of the Year in 1978, the guitar drives the groove without stepping over the bass. It's playful, funky, and interlocks perfectly with the rhythm section, making the song irresistible to dance to. Next is Roto-Rooter.
Who do you call when your feet won't move and you need a shot of rhythm and blues? Tell me, who do you...
Also from Bootsy Player of the Year album, the rhythm here is fluid and precise. The guitar dances around the horns and bass, giving the track that infectious funkiness that makes it impossible to sit down in a chair and just listen. Finally, there's Brides of Funkenstein's, Disco to Go.
Everybody's hand should go. Woo! Come on, Houston.
From Funk or Walk in 1978. Catfish keeps the rhythm tight and clean, letting the vocals and horns soar while holding the groove together. Making the song feel unstoppable. So now you can clearly hear what this brother laid down. These were not just background parts. These were the building blocks of the real funk genre. Phelps Catfish Collins may have spent much of his career often standing next to bigger personalities and bigger images, but the sound itself tells the truth. A lot of what people think of as funk guitar was Catfish. James Brown did not play guitar like that, neither did George Clinton. That rhythmic, choppy, perfectly placed guitar language came from Catfish. He was not just the only one shaping funk, but he was absolutely one of the pioneers doing it at the highest level and doing it consistently. Off stage, Catfish lived a grounded life. He was a family man, a husband to Brenda Sue, and a father of 2 children. He valued stability over chaos.
He was a ball of love. He didn't care what you looked like. He didn't care what you had on. He would just encourage you in any and everything that you wanted to do or wanted to be or whatever it was. He was just an encouraging guy.
He showed up, did the work, and made sure the music felt right. Musicians respected him not just for how he played, but for how he carried himself. As the years went on, the shows and the rhythm that had driven his life for decades finally began to slow down, and unfortunately, so did Catfish. He battled cancer, and on August 6, 2010, Phelps Catfish Collins passed away at the age of 66. The funk world lost a foundational voice that day, even if many outside the musician community did not fully realize it at the time. Today, his legacy is still alive every time a guitarist locks into the pocket instead of reaching for the spotlight. Every time the bass and drums find that perfect balance and the guitar knows exactly when to speak and when to stay quiet, that discipline, that feel, that sense of purpose, that is Catfish Collins. He was not a myth, not a side note, and not just someone standing next to greatness. He was part of the reason the music sounded the way it did. And that is why Catfish Collins will always be remembered as a true pioneer of the funk sound. The dude was just funky, y'all. Yeah, man, the funk and rock genre and other genres, man, they got some stories. And this is one of those stories that a lot of people don't think about or don't know about. Catfish Collins was an incredible player, man. When I listen to what he does, along with his licks, the little runs that he does with his fingers and stuff like that, it's more than just chanking and stuff like that. He's doing a whole lot of intricate playing there, some complex stuff. And that's why I want to do this story, to bring a little attention on what he does. Catfish Collins, a pioneer of the funk genre. Hope you appreciate this stuff, and I'll see you guys next time on the Music Mindset channel.